Okay. I had actually taken this game off the board, but it's back on. It's Bears and 49ers. 3.5 left in the first quarter. 14-7 San Francisco out of the pistol. Williams back to throw. Dumps it over the middle. That is caught by Monangai. Oh, no, that's Cole Kmet. He gets to midfield. And that's another first down for the Bears. But a flag is down. And from the looks of it, this may come back. Nope, it's a personal foul against Frisco. I beg your pardon. It's against Tatum Bethune. Let me fix this camera here so I don't get the back office in the way. There it is. Mixer came out. Apologies for that. From the 35, first and 10 for the Bears. That is receiver in motion, Colson Loveland, and Williams will pop one deep to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Chicago. And the Bears are a point away from tying it. Luther Burden on the reception for the Bears. So this game began with a opening play pick six by the Bears, who picked off Purdy. They led 7-0. The Niners scored 14 in a row, led 14-7, and just like last week, the Bears came back and tied it at 14 apiece. Great throw by Williams. You know, with all the mess that I've talked about the Chicago Bears, and they risked and mortgage, and you all know the joke that I use on the morning show. The extra point is good. It is 14 apiece. Genevieve is with us from the UK. I'm still in the processing stage of the well. You processed us all year doing the picks. As you see, I got another new display. Holding called against Frisco. That'll tie the game at 14. Now, the Niners are playing this game. They already started the game without George Kittle, who is out with an ankle injury. Leverages the call against Alfred Collins and tried to block the extra point. And this rule worked in the Niners' favor earlier in the season. Hold on a minute. And we're tied at 14 in San Francisco. 2:58 left in the first quarter. I made a promise to some very dear friends that I do this game. I am going to do it, and we're going to take a break. Back in 2 minutes. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program. And staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. Tied at 14 and 2:58 remaining in the first quarter, and the Bears will kick off from midfield because of the leverage penalty against Alfred Collins, the big man from Texas, and this will go out of bounds and give the 49ers the ball. Where? At the 35-yard line? Yeah, it'll be at the 35. So first down for San Francisco. And as I began to say before, Williams threw that touchdown pass, and it's been so true any given day for anybody. The Bears and the Niners are in the playoffs. The Bears won their division. The Niners need to win to stay in contention for the West. And on first down, Purdy back to throw, drops it off for Pearsall, and he dropped it. Incomplete pass, second down and 10. Also, what happened in this game tonight is that Thomas Morstead actually saw the field, the punter for San Francisco, for the first time in 20 drives. And that came on the third drive of the game. Beg your pardon. First drive, they got picked off. Second drive was a touchdown drive from Purdy to Jake Tonjes. And then the third drive, they punted. Second and 10 from the 35 out of the I formation. They fake it to McCaffrey. Back to throw is Purdy, stepping up into the pocket and lobs one left side, wide open Ricky Pearsall inside Bears territory down to the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. They get Pearsall. The Niners got Pearsall back in the lineup, and I got my lineups over here. You know, I think in doing this game, I'm getting over some fears that I have, and I got my lineups right here. I've done all my prep. So from the 45-yard line of the Bears on first down, the handoff is to McCaffrey running straight ahead, and McCaffrey gets inside the 40 down to the 38 as we count down to the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. And the Niners are also playing this game a very recent injury, and that is one of big man Trent Williams, who is now out. He's on the sideline, but they took his helmet from him. And I think it's a knee injury, but just having his presence and Kittle's presence and everybody there, just gives them a little boost. On second down, the handoff is to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey gets a yard. Big Dog is with us. Thought you were taking the night off, Bubba. I was, but then I made a promise to a friend of mine to do this, and it's my friend Michelle Hilliard, who celebrated her Christmas with both Kyle and Chris. So I'm doing this not just for my family, but for them. I just got to get my head screwed on straight. No flag on the play. It's third down. 1:33 remains in the first quarter. They're going through the notable injuries. We lost Purdy for 8 games, and then Pearsall, and then Kittle, Bosa, and Warner both gone for the year. But there's a possibility we may get Warner back. I say, you know what? Just let him completely heal. On 3rd and 2, nope, it's Purdy that keeps it. He'll dive forward for the first down. So this is how last week began. I've made too many excuses in canceling games. Now I will say that I was like completely exhausted and did not do the first game I had scheduled today, which was Colts and Jaguars, and that played to a 6-point loss for Indianapolis. And on first down, they toss it to McCaffrey running left, and he is swallowed up and loses a yard. I believe that was Cam Hayward who made the stop, and more than likely this will take us to the end of the first quarter. But I wanted to get this one in, test out some new prep methods that I have. I got and yes, my voice is shaking a little bit, but I'm okay. Second down and 11, down to the final 15 seconds of quarter one. And I got to create a set where I have the rosters in front of me and the lineups in front of me. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. End of one. Niners 14, Bears 14. Niners have the ball facing second down and 11 when you all get back. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Wright's class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. It'll be second and 11 for San Francisco as we begin the second quarter. Bears will clinch the number 1 seed if they win tonight, and they win Week 18 versus Detroit, and Seattle loses at San Francisco. All the Niners got to do is win their last 2 games. From the 35, second down and 11 as Purdy drops to throw, has time, zips one. It's caught. Ricky Pearsall inside the 25, down to the 21, and a first down for San Francisco. The second-year man from Florida gives the Niners a new set of downs. And speaking of San Francisco, there's a replacement for Trent Williams. And on first down, they hand off to McCaffrey inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. That's how San Francisco's going to win tonight. You got to run the football at this Bears defense. The Packers picked up 200 plus yards in rushing last week at Soldier Field when Caleb Williams delivered a beautiful pass in overtime to win that game. Austin Pleasance takes the place of Trent Williams, a free agent from the Jaguars, drafted in 2020, 6'6", 330, out of Ohio. They toss it wide to McCaffrey, and he's gone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And the Niners regain the lead. I wouldn't be surprised if this game ends up like, I want to say 1988, when the Bears got the number 1 seed and the Niners went to Soldier Field to beat them. And the Bears beat the Niners at Soldier Field earlier that year. Memory serves me right. I think it was 10-9. Yeah, it was 10-9 in that game. So no matter what happens, whatever happened from the night that the Niners clinched, which was aided by the Detroit loss. Snap is backing down. Piñeiro's kick is good, and it's 21-14 San Francisco. And just like last week, they're off and rolling. 13:44 remains in the first half. Let's take a break. Your score, 49ers 21, Bears 14 in a shootout at the Levi Stadium Corral. Back in a minute.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
One of the things I have to learn or relearn to do is to stay the course, because I will set a course, and I've been guilty of this, and I'll admit it here and admit it aloud. I've been guilty of setting a course and starting out good on it, but then, and this has especially been true the last 3 years, the moment I face adversity, I try to pivot and I go completely off course, and then everything goes haywire. So I'm learning. I will say I'm learning to stay the course, and I have to. 21-14 49ers. And I'm doing this game, and I did originally plan to take the night off because I did feel really tired. But I got a nap here in the office, and I made a promise to Michelle Hilliard and her son, 2 of my friends, Kyle and Chris, that I'd do this and have Climb for Chris as a feature. That's why I'm here. 21-14, 49ers have it. Bears have run 12 plays, 8 of them passes. They've only run the ball 3 times. I expect that to change in the second half. Here we go. We're back to business. And to Shane and to Pizzle and to Victor and anybody else in our chat group, if you all want to come up, if you all want to drop in. I'm here for it. I think that's one of the things I have to do more often, is have more folks in here. Bears averaging 25 points per game and 374 yards per game. So they're 10th in their offensive scoring, and they're 4th in their yards per game. So this is a pretty good Bears team. As much as I think they're still maligned, this is a pretty good team. The results speak for themselves. On first down, they hand it to Monangai. Monangai's through 45-50, and Jair Brown was the last one back there to knock him down at the 49ers 47-yard line. First down, Chicago. Great job by the offensive line opening a hole for Monangai. Somebody's scratching. Come on, Winnie. On first down, Williams to throw. Drops it off to Monangai. Escapes another tackle, and he gets another first down to the 36. These two teams will meet again in the playoffs. It will just depend on whether it will be at Soldier Field or be in Levi Stadium. And frankly, I don't care where. The Niners are in the playoffs. That's what I'm happy about. Whoops. Free play. Williams will throw. And if he gets off a good pass, this is a score. And this is the score right here. Touchdown. And that is Colston Loveland. So Caleb Williams gets a free play and takes full advantage of it. Offside against San Francisco. And they're a point away, the Bears are, from tying it. So the defense has been optional in this game. 3 plays, 65 yards, and $124. And a good job by Williams. Seeing the pressure, Colston Loveland finally came open, and Williams was able to get it to him. And the other thing I'll say about Caleb Williams, as he really stepped into that throw. Extra point is good, and we're back where we started, 21 apiece. The Bears scored first on a pick six. The Niners scored on 2 of their next 3 drives, a touchdown pass to Jake Tonjes and a rushing touchdown by Brock Purdy. And the Bears fired back as Williams found Luther Burton. Niners took the lead again on a rushing touchdown by Christian McCaffrey. The Bears attacked through the air. Can't believe I'm saying this, but that's my quarterback. I can't believe I'm saying it either, but Damian, he's showing me something. I will be the first to admit it aloud. Now, we got a long way to go in this game, but since Damian is here, I will say this, and I mean it from the heart. I hope we see you guys again in the playoffs and have another fun game like this one's turning out to be. 21 apiece, 12-20 for the half. And Cairo Santos will kick it off for the Bears. 3 penalties against the 49ers, 2 against the Bears. And whoever has the ball last will win. Or the Bears' run game could take control of this game. And it just might. Short kick taken at the 15 ahead to the 20 by Sky Moore, and Sky Moore is wrestled down to the 25-yard line. Damian, how long have you been a Bears fan? Purdy, 7 of 12, 106 yards. He has a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown. He also threw an interception. Caleb Williams, 6 of 10 for 108 yards. He's thrown 2 scores. 1 to Luther Burton and 1 to Colston Loveland. The last 4 drives have produced 4 touchdowns. Do I want a rematch? Yeah, I do. On first down, the handoff is to McCaffrey straight ahead, and McCaffrey gets 4, 2nd and 6. I wouldn't mind seeing this. I wouldn't either, Damien. I wouldn't mind seeing this. And Damien, let me speak from the heart, and I'll speak from the heart for all the Bears fans I know. Yes, I'm a 49er fan, but I also recognize great football. And as much as I joke around about DJ Moore and Caleb Williams, these Bears are playing great football. Been a Bears fan since 92. That was Mike Ditka's last year. 2nd and 6 for San Francisco. You know what the Bears got the Niners to do tonight? They got them to punt. They fake toss. Over the middle. It's caught. First down. Jake the Snake Tonjes out to the 42-yard line. There haven't been many third downs in this game. Each team also holds a 3 and out against the other. And I like what Tonjes is doing. I like what Tonjes is doing. Tonjes, the tight end who came over from Chicago, third year out of California. On first down, they give it to McCaffrey, running straight ahead, who cuts back to the inside. And he gets out to the 45-yard line. Been a Bear fan since 92. Damien, who's your favorite Bear of all time? Napoleon says, you mean you want a rematch with DJ Les and QB Mild Sauce? I actually would like that. I really believe for these two, it'll be the first of 2. The second one will be probably a divisional round game. From the 45-yard line, 2nd down and 7. They fake toss and they give it to Sky Moore running left. Moore is a first down and more down to the Bear 45-yard line. Victor's here, tie game, 21. Did you all expect this kind of a shootout? I honestly did. And now Kyle Shanahan and Clint Kubiak are digging into their bag. $132 rushing yards for San Francisco. Purdy back to throw. Get rid of it. He won't. Sacked. And he'll lose 7 on the play. At least that QB Miles Sauce isn't Geno Smith. Isn't that the truth? It's not. That is the truth, man. Who's going to win? The team to score the last points of the game. He had time to throw, but a great job by the Bears defense just continuing to come after him. From the San Francisco 48, 2nd down and 17. First sack of the night for either team. Snap to Purdy, back to throw. Zips one over the middle. It's caught by McCaffrey, and McCaffrey will get 14. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. After the Green Bay game, yes. There you go. You know, and I'm actually going to say this aloud. I'd rather deal with Caleb Williams, a developing quarterback, than Geno Smith, who has gone down the you-know-where. And nothing against Geno. I loved him at West Virginia. He just hasn't done much in the league. But stick around for 12 years. 3rd and 3. Purdy under center and timeout, San Francisco. Now, what do you do here if they don't? Peanut Tillman. Okay, I can dig that. I love Peanut Tillman. Victor says Geno Smith or Russell Wilson. Zach Wilson. How about that? Because Geno Smith hasn't done a doggone thing in the league, and Russell Wilson hasn't done a doggone thing in the league either. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute, folks. Yeah, I'm right here. Okay. I got to get something sweet. Hang tight. Okay, this will do. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Purdy to throw, and it's incomplete. Looking for Jake Tonjes. I'd rather get a quarterback off the street than to have either of those. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. So the Niners will not punt. It'll be 4th down and 3. They were looking for Jake Tonjes, the 5th-year man from California. Hey, Damian, let me ask you a question. You've hung out now with me for a couple of play-by-plays. Napoleon, I ask you the same question. What do you think I should put into the pregame show? 4th and 3, Purdy to throw, zips one. It's caught, first down, and I believe that's Pearsall. It is. With his 5th reception of the night, the 2nd-year man from Florida makes the catch. Someone asked me what I offer as a play-by-play announcer doing this on YouTube that others don't. I don't have an answer yet because I just have all the experience that I have as an announcer. 1st and 10, Pearsall, 3 receptions. I incorrectly said 5. They give it to McCaffrey running right, and McCaffrey will be brought down at the 20-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Oh, y'all want a couple of quarterbacks in the state of suck? How about this pair? Geno Smith. I don't know. I got to find one to compare with that. San Francisco outgaining the Bears 2-1, and yet it's a tie game, and that pick 6 has a lot to do with it. The handoff to Robinson, and Robinson will get down to the 16. Cheerleader show. Just kidding. You're all right, Damien. You're all right, Damien. Damien's one of our best friends of the morning show and of Snowman Multimedia. I might have to get him up here audio wise. We'll see what we can do. Cheerleaders. Oh, he was answering my question. Duh. Didn't think about it. 3rd and a deuce from the 16-yard line. 49ers moving right. Red tops, white bottoms. This is McCaffrey. 1st down and more. 1st and goal at the 9. Because I want to shape this up like an old school radio broadcast, and just add the simulcast portion to it. I've been thinking about this and digging into it all weekend or most of the weekend. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. My body's here for now. From the 9, 1st and goal, they toss it to McCaffrey running left, and he'll lose a couple. I still want to know how the Steelers lost to the Cleveland Browns. Playing down the competition. That's easy. It's what the Steelers always do when they play the Cleveland Browns. They play down to them. 2nd and goal, 5:08 for the half, 21 apiece. This is the most points the Niners have scored. Well, I take that back. They scored 24 in the first half last week. Purdy to throw to the right, caught by Jawan Jennings inside the 10. He got down to the 7, and it's 3rd and goal with 4:44 left in the half. Third and goal, Purdy back, looking, throwing, and picked off, but a flag is down. And this might be against the Bears. It is. C.J. Gardner-Johnson came up with the interception. Illegal contact called against the Bears. New set of downs for the 49ers. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Official call is hands to the face. There's your answer, Damien. Hands to the face. Right there. As I want to say Pearsall was going by. First and goal from the 3. I tell you what, the Bears are playing them tough, and I love it. I love that they're playing them tough. First and goal from the 3. They give it to McCaffrey, who slipped, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 3 with 4 minutes left in the first half. So that interception by CJ GJ gets wiped out. Oh, I got one. Geno Smith or Zach Wilson? We may have done that on the show already. Look at the time. Look at the stats, all in favor of Frisco, and yet it's a tie game. And Kyle Shanahan will use his second timeout. Hold on. There's my thing right there. There we go. Yeah, my beeper that you guys heard go off is my insulin signal. And it was getting low. That's why I'm grabbing something sweet here really quick, or that tastes sweet. It'll give the feel of it, even though the water flavoring I have. He said, Damon says I plead the 5th. All right, man. All right, man. Second and goal from the 3. Purdy out in shotgun formation. McCaffrey stands to his right, and now they'll change everybody up. This time McCaffrey stands to the left of Purdy. Here he comes. No, it's Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. Second rushing touchdown of the night for Brock Purdy, and the Niners are back in front. 15 plays, 72 yards, and 8:57 off the clock for San Francisco. What a drive. Okay, this one's for Damien. Bears special in terms of bad quarterbacks. Jay Cutler or Rex Grossman? The extra point is good, and the Niners are back on top. This is the third 7-point lead that the Niners have had. 3:23 left in the first half. George Kittle is excited, and so am I. This word from Klein for Chris is the Niners are up 28-21. We're back in a minute. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program. And staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. (28-21) San Francisco, 3:18 remains in the first half. The Bears will get the ball to start the second half. Eddie Pinheiro will restart the game. He does. Rex only because he got us to a Super Bowl. Okay, I can dig that. Out to the 20, 25, 30, headed to the sideline and out of bounds with a flag down. This has been a great game so far. 49 points. And this is against the Bears. Michelle Hilliard is with us. What's up? What's up, Michelle? Hey, Mom. Thank you, Brian, for the Climb for Chris promo. Thank you for allowing me to do it. And I want everybody. Oh, my God. Damon, I'll answer your question in a minute. 1st and 10 for the Bears. They'll start at their own 20. And Williams back to throw. Looking, stepping up into the pocket, avoids a sack, now escapes to his right, heading for the sidelines and ducks out of bounds in pursuit by D. Winters. Mom, I'll also say this. I want to do a Brother Rice game with Chris in tow. Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, was the Jets coach from 2021 to 2024. 2:45 left in the half, 2nd and 8, out of the gun. Williams takes the belt high snap and hands it to Monangai. And Monangai has got a first down. I believe that's DeAndre Swift. I beg your pardon. That's only the 5th time the Bears have run the football in the first half because it's been a shootout. That's why. And I believe this will take us to the 2-minute warning. Would love to see that happen. I'd love to see it happen too. And the Climb for Chris event will take place on March 1st. And I have a surprise for you guys. I've been hinting at it on Snowman in the Morning as we have reached the 2-minute warning. I've been hinting at it on Snowman in the Morning, and I think I can make it known, and I'll do it after this 100-second timeout. 2 minutes for the half. Niners 28, Bears 21. Bears, your turn when y'all get back.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color of crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I normally don't eat on air, but my signal went off that my sugar is going down. So I went and grabbed a slice of bread real quick, knocking that down. And I will get some peanut butter, and I'll get some bread and peanut butter at halftime. It'd be 1st and 10 for the Bears as we get back to business. Again, forgive me eating on camera. I'm trying not to do that a lot, but got to make sure the sugar stays regulated. 1 timeout left for San Francisco, 3 for the Bears. From the 31 out of the pistol, 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. And a shout to my Brother Rice Crusaders. DeAndre Swift gets the call, and he'll get out to the 34. That's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 1:47 left in the first half. And a shout to my Brother Rice Crusaders, a team that I covered for 12 years. They are the 7A football state champs. And wouldn't you know it, they did it against St. Rita and shut them out 16-0 in the state championship game. Williams back to throw on 2nd and 7. Dodges right. Throws incomplete, looking for Colston Loveland. But yeah, one of the tricks my wife taught me to help manage my insulin. When I go through this, I grab some bread. Instead of immediately reaching for something sweet, which could spike everything, I now get some peanut butter, which I'm probably going to have here at halftime. 3rd and 7. Niners have 1 timeout left. Bears have 3. And yes, I know the number 1 rule in the house, the wife is always right. And in this case, she is. I don't call her Dr. K for nothing. 3rd and 7 from the 34. Back to throw is Williams. Pressure. Throws incomplete, looking for Colston Loveland again. And it's now 4th and 7. I also got to replenish my water here. Whew. So the Bears go 3 and out after the Niners touchdown drive, and they sent the house after him. Fourth and 7, and here's the punt. And a fair catch called for. There was no fair catch. There was no fair catch. That's a great play. Niners that have it deep in their own territory. Sky Moore did not call for the fair catch and was immediately hit and brought down at the 5-yard line. So a timeout with 1:06 to the first half. Niners 28, Bears 21. Let's pause for this 100-second timeout.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Christian McCaffrey is in pursuit of his second 1,000 season. Y'all think he'll get it? I'll give you my thoughts. And Damian had a question for me. And his question was, where is it? Trey Lance or Colin Kaepernick? Oh, dear God. Do I have to choose between one of those? Speaking of QB mild sauce, there you go. There's two versions of it right there. And I'm talking about my team. I'm talking about my team. 1st and 10 from the 9. With 1:06 left in the first half. And Purdy will throw. Maybe. Escapes out of his end zone across the 10 and dragged down from behind at the 11. Before he could go, Montez Sweat with the tackle. 57 seconds left in the first half. And the Bears will spend their first timeout. I'll take an extended break at the half, but if you guys have any questions you want me to answer when I get back, so I got to get a snack here to get my sugar regulated, I'll throw two from my team, Geno Smith or Jamarcus Russell. Oh, Mark Wilson. You want to talk about Raiders quarterbacks? Mark Wilson, the man who replaced Jim Plunkett. Bears are averaging 8.1 yards per play. Niners averaging 6.9, and that's why we have 49 points on the board in the first half. 2nd down and 8. And they run up the middle to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey will get 6. It leaves 3rd and 2 with 52 seconds left in the first half. McCaffrey's going to get 100 yards rushing. All right, I'll stick to the question. I'll throw two from my team. Geno Smith or Jamarcus Russell? Man, that's not fair because I don't like either of them. But I'd rather deal with Geno Smith than Jamarcus Russell. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. The one Damian gave me, Trey Lance or Colin Kaepernick. I've seen better out of Kaepernick than I have with Trey Lance. Third and 2 from the 17-yard line. Purdy out of the gun. Takes the belt high snap and drops back. Looking, firing. It's caught. Jake the Snake Tonjes and a first down for San Francisco. Down to the final 40 seconds of the first half, and Purdy trying to get the Niners some more points. From the 22, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Purdy. Zips one. That is caught by Demarcus Robinson. 25, 24, 23. Remember, the Bears get the ball to start the second half. And Purdy back to throw. Plenty of time. To the side, over the middle. That is caught again by Jake Tonjes. And no, that's McCaffrey who made the catch. That's McCaffrey who made the catch with 12 seconds left in the first half. and the Niners will spend their final timeout. Bears have one left, 12 seconds left in the first half. Do something conservative and just go to the locker room with a 7-point lead. Kenneth, how you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Trent Williams is questionable to return. I became a fan back when Gannon was the quarterback for the Raiders and they were in Oakland. Yeah. Funny story, I actually got free tickets to a Raiders game from former offensive tackle Barry Sims. I'll have to tell you that story sometime. When we come back from our holiday break, I want you to tell that story on the show. 12 seconds left. Purdy will give it to McCaffrey running straight ahead. McCaffrey gets out to midfield. No, I think they're not going to get another playoff. 3, 2, 1, halftime. So we're at the half. And your score at the end of the first half, and y'all going to hear some pretty cool music here. You score at the end of the first half, Niners 28, Bears 21, and a very, to say the least, entertaining first half. We'll come back with stats, facts, and figures after I grab a snack and I refill my water. Meanwhile, y'all pay attention to this. Hi, Winnie. This one.
Let's go. Click in the huddle, helmet shine. Bill Chiefs revving, racing time. Packers frozen, Bears break by. Lines roll out on a primetime night. Cowboys swagger, Niners gold. Jets take flight when the horn gets told. Giants stand tall, Saints march through. Snowman live, talking straight to you. From the east to the west, every logo on fire. Every snap, every clash, turn the volume higher. Old school soul in a digital dream. Snowman calling that game on the street. It's NFL Sunday with the snowman on the call. All 32 deep, hear the legends rise and fall. From the booth to the block, feel the bang, feel the scream. Brian Snow, play-by-play on a 21st century stream. On a 21st century stream. Broncos thunder, Chargers spark, Raiders riding through the dark. Seahawks soar and Dolphins glide. Jags on the prowl with that southern pride. Vikings village, Titans crash. Steelers grinding, cold straight dash. Panthers grieving, Falcons swing. Snowman's voice makes the whole league sing. From the north to the south, every color, every name. Old school cadence on a brand new frame. Hands in the air when you feel that gleam. Snowman cooking that clash for the street. It's NFL Sunday with the snowman on the call. All 32 deep, hear the legends rise and fall. From the booth to the block, feel the bang, feel the scream. Brian Snow, play-by-play on a 21st century stream. On a 21st century stream. Bengals strike quick, Browns hold ground. Texans rise up to that hometown sound. Commanders locked in, Patriots pride. Eagles fly high on the broad sky ride. Bucks hold steady, Cards take aim. Rams stampede through the bright light frame. Pack them in, feel that beat in your chest. No man's land, this is football at its best. From the coin toss flip to the last throw deep, Snowman's got your Sunday wide to your seat. Old school hard in a high-tech beam, Brian Snow on the mic, king of the stream.
Snow. Man. Snow. Man.
Let's go!
Where'd you go? Where? Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, ready to get going for the third quarter, and it's the first game since 1970 in which each team has scored 3 touchdowns in the first 18 minutes. Offense for the 49ers, 330 yards in the first half. That's the most since 1988. Excuse me. Niners, 28 points in the first half. That's the most they put up in a while. Bears will come right to left as we see it, and as you folks are listening along at home with us, I'm bringing the old school style of football, football on the radio back. I beg your pardon. And I will say it again. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first of 2, and also wouldn't be surprised as it's taken in the end zone for a touchback. So the Bears will start at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. All right. I got some extra water. Do we want to do a raid tonight? Yes. Find a channel and let's raid them. No matter what you Damien sent me a message. I take back everything about Purdy and the 49ers got something special. Yeah, so do the Bears. So do the Bears. Credit where credit's due. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Williams under center with an I formation behind him. And Williams fakes, throws, it's caught, and banged out of bounds is, and I don't have my sheets in front of me. Is Durham Smythe. Durham Smythe is the tight end who made the catch for the Chicago Bears. So from the 45-yard line of their own territory, 1st down, zips one over the middle. That pass is complete into Niner territory, and that's our friend DJ Moore with the catch. Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2. And I mean, Williams, to Williams' credit, and I'll give him this, he is getting the ball out of his hands quick. 8-yard gain, 2nd down and a deuce. Burden in motion from right to left, and the handoff up the middle to Monangai. Monangai has a 1st down into San Francisco territory. DeAndre Swift has not seen much action tonight. 13:30 left in the third quarter. Niners 28, Bears 21. If there's a way for the Niners to make a statement, this would be the drive for them to do it. Monangai is getting the bulk of the carries tonight. 2 receivers to the right, tight end left. Monangai, the lone setback behind Williams as the Bears move left, and they give it to Monangai. Monangai is dropped for a 2-yard loss. Okanayu with the tackle for loss for San Francisco. Great job getting in the backfield. 2nd down and 12. From the Niner 44-yard line. Burton again in motion. Snap to Williams. Looking right, throwing right. Caught by Burton, and Burton's dropped. Another 2-yard loss. So now it leaves 3rd and 14 for the Bears. Third down and 14. Williams out of the gun. Monangai stands to his right. Sports Nuts is here with us. Williams back to throw. Winds up, throws long, and it is complete. First down, Bears. Great pass by Williams yet again. Malik Mustafa with the stop. That's Jihadi Walker on the reception, just his 3rd of the year. From the 27, 1st and 10 for the Bears in Niner territory. Williams rolls out to his left, looking to throw, drops it off. It's complete inside the 10, inside the 5, and down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Bears. Luther Burton on the reception. Eighth play of the drive coming up for this fast-paced offense of the Chicago Bears. And there was a face mask, too, that they got away with. 1st and goal from the 3. Bears moving left, looking for the tying score. They give it to Monangai. Monangai is only going to get 1. Gain of 1, 2nd and goal from the 2. Tell you what, for all the crazy calls Robert Saleh has made, some have worked, some have not tonight. And we're on the verge of another tie game. 10:08 for the 3rd. Niners 28, Bears 21. This is the Bears' first possession of the second half. They give it to Monangai. Nope, over the middle, incomplete. Looking for DJ Moore. And now it is 3rd down. 3rd and goal for the Bears. It'll take a defensive stop by either one of these teams to win it. And Williams had DJ Moore open, too, in the back of the end zone. Jair Brown provided coverage. 3rd and goal. Niners looking for a stop. Bears looking for the equalizer. Williams under center, gives it to DeAndre Swift, sweeping right. He's got a hole. Touchdown, Chicago. So DeAndre Swift gets in the end zone, and we're a point away from another tie game. Unlike the Colts, the Bears are keeping up with this 49er offense. I'm loving it. Great lead block, getting Swift to the outside. And Cairo Santos will try to tie it. 9:51 left in the 3rd. 11 plays, 65 yards. They use 5:09. And the Bears have tied it up again. This is our 4th tie of this ball game. You would think it was a basketball game, but it's happening in football. 9:51 left in the 3rd. Bears 28, Niners 28. Let's take this 100-second timeout.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Well, here we go again. Tied at 28. Bears march right down the field on this 49er defense, which is missing quite a few parts. And this is our fourth tie of the ball game. Four of them. We were tied at 7, tied at 14, 21, and then 28. Now let's see how the 49ers respond. And remember, the Bears led this game 7-0. All the other leads have belonged to San Francisco. And they're looking at us. They're showing us inside the champions room, and I can tell one bronze statue right now, and that's Dwight Clark, the late great Dwight Clark. Sports PSP, I'm here. And there's nothing against the game. It's my body that's acting stupid right now. And the Niners will take it at the 35-yard line. Who's my MVP? I married her. Oh, you're talking NFL MVP. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. Kyle Juszczyk, the starting fullback for San Francisco, is not in on this play on first down. Purdy to throw, and now lobs one. That is caught. Kendrick Bourne with his first catch of the night. That's why Juszczyk wasn't in. Great protection by the – and you know what, PSP? I wouldn't argue that it would be Matt Stafford. And I think Stafford's going to wind up throwing for 5,000 this year. I would not be surprised if it is Matt Stafford. He deserves it. He deserves it. From the 40-yard line of the Bears, 1st and 10, handoff McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to get 4 down to the 36. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for the 49ers. Bourne earlier this year against the Rams, if I remember correctly, caught 10 for 142 yards. From the 36, they give it to McCaffrey running left, and McCaffrey's going to bull his way forward for a first down. You know what? Let's do a quick raid. Let's do a quick snowman raid. I got to do it from my phone because I don't have everything set up here in studio yet. Yet being the operative word. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. From the Bear 30. inside the 30. Purdy to throw. Drops it over to the middle. It's caught by Juszczyk, and he'll get 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. 7:51 left in the third quarter. 28-28. And an injured Bear is the reason for the stoppage. And I think this is going to lead us to a timeout. It is. Now what's going on? What is going on here? Okay. What? Why is this not working? We have a timeout on the field due to an injury. Oh, they're making deep dish pizza. That's a Chicago specialty. Oh, come on, you guys. I'm having feed problems here, folks. Okay. We're back to business. McCaffrey gets us a first down. 7:25 remaining in the third quarter. This is going to come down to the end. I feel it. This is going to come down to the end. Whoever makes a defensive stop will win this game. Niners have made, each team has made 2 defensive stops and forcing a punt. So the Niners are in Bear territory from the 17-yard line. Purdy fakes it to McCaffrey, rolls out left, throws back the other way, caught by Jake the Snake, and he is pulled down for a gain of 5, and there's a flag down. It's against the Bears. Yeah, there's a small streamer link that's in the chat now. Let's try to help them out with a few subs, folks. Use the hashtag SnowmanRaid. Offside, Chicago. First down, Frisco. This has been a rapidly moving third quarter. First down and 5 from the 12. And they give it to McCaffrey running straight ahead, and he's going to get bulldozed and dropped for no gain. 2nd and 5. This game is even, Victor. This game is so even. 28 apiece, 6-12 for the third. Every time the Niners have grabbed the lead, the Bears have tied it. 2nd and 5 from the 12. If you're the Bears, you want to stay with the 49ers. If you're the Niners, you want to come up with a couple of defensive stops. Purdy to throw. Looking, fires left, caught by Robinson, and Robinson's going to get the first down to the 6. You know what, Victor? I am too. Victor says, I got to say, I'm actually proud of the Bears this season. Yes, they had a few cake games, but they fight every game. And that's the culture shift that I was looking for with the Chicago Bears this year. That's the point I have been trying to make with Bear fans. And is Caleb Williams a part of it? You better believe he is. First and goal for the Bears from outside the 7-yard line. And Purdy rolls out left, looking to throw. Looking, takes off, throws incomplete. Oh, did he get it? He did. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk. I thought he didn't get it for a moment. He's right. He's right there. 65 yards in 8 plays, 4:59 off the clock, and the 49ers are back in front. What a game. I'm trying to figure out my area here, folks. Yeah, Juszczyk was right there in the corner of the end zone. Extra point is good, and the Niners are back on top. Back and forth we go from Santa Clara. It's a shootout, and I told Allison Moran this. This is a shootout at the Levi's Corral. Niners 35, Bears 28. Let's pause for this timeout. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. Brock Purdy took 8.5 seconds from snap to pass. There you go, Banksy. To throw that touchdown pass to Kyle Juszczyk. And the Niners are back on top. Their fifth lead change of the night. Eddie Pinheiro will put it back in motion for the 49ers. It's 35-28. There are 60. I don't know if Shane is still with us, but can somebody research the over for this game? Because it was hit in the first half, I guarantee you. Out to the 20 and tripped up there. And doing the honors, doing the doggone it, tripping up was Luke Gifford. The 7-year veteran from Nebraska came over from Dallas in free agency. This has been a shootout at the OK Corral. Williams 11 for 16, 167 yards. He's thrown 2 scores. From the 20-yard line, first down and 10. They give it to Monangai up the middle, and Monangai is going to get 5. Kenneth says, I've been praying for you, my friend, and let's surprises for him we can make. Thank you. I want to do so much for Chris Hilliard and Climb for Chris, and we're going to be there. We're going to be there with a live stream. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to set the doggone thing up. 2nd and 5 from the 25. Williams to throw, stepping up, sidearm pass caught by DeAndre Swift. Swift has the first down out to the 35 on a gain of 10. That's a great pass from Caleb. I know that's high praise coming from me, but the angle where he threw that was awesome. He had to drop. It wasn't a submarine style pass, but he dropped sidearm to fit it in that window. Great throw by Williams. 3:40 for the third. Williams out of the gun, gives it off to DeAndre Swift, and Swift only gets a couple. There was a wrestling match with a ball, and the Niners came out with it, but he's down. It's 2nd down and 8. They're taking a look at John Lynch, president of football operations and the GM for the 49ers. And he has done one whale of a job turning this team over. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. 2nd and 8. Williams to throw. Over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and 8. 3:02 left in the third quarter. Beg your pardon. Now let's see if the Niners defensively can get off the field. The Bears haven't run much tonight. They haven't had to. But when they did, it's been very, very effective. Jahadi Brown was the intended receiver. 3rd down and 8. 3:02 left in the third. Williams backs up into the shotgun. He'll send 2 receivers out to the left. Running back with him in the backfield. And back to throw is Williams. Escapes to his left. Fires. And it is caught by Luther Burden. And a first down for the Bears with a flag down. Man, Caleb Williams, and offside is called against San Francisco. I will say this aloud. Caleb Williams has been proving me wrong tonight. Every time, but for the 49ers, every time it looks like they were going to get off the field on a long 3rd down, they shoot themselves in the foot with a penalty. That's their 6th penalty tonight. And somebody didn't catch Burton on the back end. And it was Upton Stout's responsibility. 1st and 10 from the Niner 36-yard line. Bears looking for the equalizer yet again. Williams under center, takes the belt high, takes the snap and gives it to Swift, and he's dropped for a loss of 2. Bryce Huff with the stop for San Francisco. Tatum Bethune with the assist. 2nd down and 12. 49ers have committed a turnover, but have not forced a turnover tonight. Second down and 12 from the 38 of San Francisco. Williams under center, takes the belt high snap, looks and throws, and it is caught by Monangai, or by Walker, I beg your pardon. Jahadi Walker. I incorrectly said Jahadi Brown. My mistake. It'll be 3rd and 1 on a gain of 11 with 100 seconds left in the third quarter. This has been a fabulous ball game. 35-28 49ers. The team that has the ball last will win. I'm willing to bet you. 3rd and 1 from the 27-yard line. Got to get to the 26. They give it to Swift, sweeping left, and Swift did not get there, but there was a flag. And from the looks of it, it's against the Bears. It is holding against the Bears, and they'll back him up. Trapillo was the guilty party, and it's 3rd and 11. And another shot for the 49ers. Greg Trapillo, the guilty party. Another shot for the 49ers to defensively get off the field. 5 penalties for the Bears for 30 yards. And I gave an incorrect stat. Only 2 against the 49ers for 20 yards. Or 2 for 30, I beg your pardon. So it is 3rd and 11. Williams out of the gun with the ball on the left hash. Williams is ready, takes the high snap, back to throw, out near midfield. He escapes. Get him down. They do at the 31. And it's 4th and about 5. Now, what will the Bears do? They're going to keep their offense on the field, and I can't say I blame them. You're in a shootout like this, you want to stay even. 35 seconds left in the third quarter, and they're going to have to snap the ball. They got 10 on the play clock, 25 remaining in the third quarter. 6 on the play clock, now 4, 3, 2, 1. Williams, snap, throw, and caught. First down, Colston Loveland. Good gamble by the Bears, and they pay it off. And that'll send us to the fourth quarter. Colston Loveland has caught 6 tonight. Bears have it 1st and 10 when you all get back. This is a great one. 35-28 San Francisco. Can the Bears come back again? Let's find out when you all get back.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Nervous time if you're a 49er fan because Caleb Williams has been dynamite in the fourth quarter or later, as proven last week against the Packers. Bears have it 1st and 10 as we start the fourth quarter. Niners 35, Bears 28 in this Good old-fashioned shootout. 63 points on the board. Each team, Bears have scored 4 touchdowns, 1 defensively. The Niners have scored 5, all on offense. So the teams flip sides, and the Bears have it at the Niner 22 on 1st and 10 after that completion to Loveland, and they hand it off to DeAndre Swift, and Swift is gone. Touchdown, Chicago. 22-yard touchdown run by DeAndre Swift, and once again, we're a point away from tying it. Who's going to blink? 9 plays, 80 yards, and 458. And at the top of the 4th quarter, the Bears are a point away from tying it. Bears move being left to right in this 4th quarter, and the Niners, both defenses are getting shredded in this game, but both offenses are keeping up. Cairo Santos for the extra point. It's on the way, and we're tied again. 5th tie of the night. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I'll tell you about the craziest game I ever done in 100 seconds. 35 all, 14:54 left in the money period. No, we're gonna stay right here. And that 4th down conversion kept the drive alive, kept the Niner defense on the field. That completion was to Colston Loveland for a gain of 10. And then DeAndre Swift did the rest. And I know DeAndre Swift is happy. 35 all. What a ball game. 14:54 left in the money period, and dare I say, 14:54 left in regulation time. It's going to take at least 38 to decide it. Wouldn't be surprised if it takes at least 42 to decide it. Here we go. Taken by Sky Moore at the 3, ahead to the 10, now to the 20. Moore straight up the middle across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Niners have it back, 1st and 10. If the Niners lose tonight, then they're out of the running for the number 1 seed, I believe. The Bears need to win tonight, win next week, and the Niners beat Seattle, then the Bears will clinch the number 1 seed. On 1st down, fake to McCaffrey, rolling out left. Purdy looking, throwing, caught. Ricky Pearsall, his first catch in a while. He'll pick up 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. And there's only been 1 sack between the 2 teams tonight, and it belongs to the Bears. First 49er player is Purdy with 2 passing and 2 rushing touchdowns since the 2012 postseason, and you know who that was. That was Colin Kaepernick. 2nd and 2, gain of 8, approaching the 14-minute mark left in this terrific ball game. And the Niners may have just gotten a freebie. 1st down, McCaffrey. He gets out to the 44. Bears are pointing against San Francisco. Holding. Well, that'll wipe out a 1st down. Dominic Pooney, the guilty party. That's all right. So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 2nd down and 12. Yeah, that's a good call. Cam Hayward was the defender. Big Cam Hayward still doing it. Still doing it. Proud of him. Proud of him. 2nd down and 12. Snap to Purdy. Has time. Steps up. Rolls left. And takes it. He'll get 4. Third down coming up for the 49ers, and this may be ball game right here. Booker with the stop for Chicago. Let's see how these two head coaches match up on 3rd and 7. McCaffrey jettisons the backfield, or is in the backfield, and Purdy to throw. Stepping up into the pocket, winds up and throws, and it's caught. First down, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall with the reception on a gain of 18. First down, San Francisco. Niners offensive line gave Purdy a great lane to throw. And he slung it. He absolutely slung it from the Bear 46. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw one more time. Uncorks a deep one downfield, incomplete. Looking for Ricky Pearsall. It'll be 2nd down and 10. We'll have a post-game show after this completes. Give you my thoughts on this game. I haven't done that 49ers show at all this season. Whole lot of stuff going on. It's my own fault for not being organized. 2nd down and 10. Handoff to Robinson. Robinson's going to get ripped down after a gain of 3. So another 3rd down coming up for the 49ers. And this might be 2-down territory. Dexter makes the stop for the Bears with 12 minutes left. This just might be 2-down territory for San Francisco. Robinson has been used sparingly since he was traded to the 49ers from Washington. 3rd and 7. Snap to Purdy. They bring pressure this time, and he throws, and it's incomplete. They hit his hand. They hit his arm. 4th and 7, and now the defense is going to have to come up with a stop unless the Niners go for it on 4th down, and I doubt they will here. Booker again with a great stand. So the Bears just may have got themselves this game with this defensive stand. Thomas Morstead will punt for only the 2nd time tonight. Let's see if he can pin him deep. And it looks like he'll pin him at the 11. So the Bears have it after the Niners could not convert a 3rd and 7. 11:23 for the ball game. Bears have it, looking for the lead for the first time since 7-0. It is 35 apiece. Back after this.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
This game has been absolutely crazy. It is 35 apiece. There's in excess of, I want to say 600. Let me find out. There's an excess of 600 yards of offense in this ball game. And the Bears just may have won this chess match because they just got themselves a defensive stop, and they'll have the ball at their own 11. 1st and 10 for the Bears. .426 yards as Williams throws, caught by Burton. He's got the first down and more. Out past the 30 to the 36-yard line. There is a grand total of 700. Let me see if I can add this right. 763 yards in this ball game between these two teams. Incredible. Burton has caught 6 for $119. And on first down, Williams rolls out to his right, looking to throw. He breaks a tackle and is pushed out of bounds. After a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7. Neither of these teams, well, until recently with the Bears stop, neither of these teams have been able to stop each other. And I told Allison during our appearance on the Blind Blitz, I wouldn't be surprised if this comes down to a walk-off. And the handoff to Monangai running left. Monangai is going to be short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 with 9:54 left in the ball game. And I think the 49ers just lost Upton Stout. Third and 1. That 4th down conversion on the pass from Williams to Colston Loveland looms large also. Monangai, the lone back. Receiver in motion. It's Williams. He has more than enough for a first down as he gets out to the 48. Needed 1, got 4. There have been 47 total first downs in this ball game. 28 by the Niners, 19 by the Bears. And 2 plays loom large against San Francisco. The pick 6 to start the game and the 4th down conversion to Colston Loveland. Loveland in motion from right to left on first down. They fake it. Williams to throw. Zips one far. It is caught. The aforementioned Colston Loveland has them in scoring range. Another first down for the Bears. Man, Caleb Williams is dealing. Never mind what the heck I've said up to this point. This Bears offense is dealing. And now they're in 49er territory. Giddens with the stop for San Francisco. When you get that kind of matchup, you take advantage of it. From the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. They toss it to Monangai and hold it. We got a flag first. Delay of game, Chicago. So 1st and 10 has now become 1st and 15. That's their 6th penalty of the night. This kid's dealing, man. There's just something, and I got to admit it, there's just something about Caleb Williams in the 4th quarter. 7:55 left in the ball game. He's got 6 game-winning drives this season alone. On 1st and 15, they give it to Monangai, bowling his way forward for a gain of 4. Down to the 21, 2nd down and 11, 7:45 left in the ball game. Second down and 11 from the 21, 7:20 for the ball game. 7:20 for regulation time. Let me say it that way. Snap to Williams, looking, throwing out to the far side. It is caught by Monangai. Monangai is going to get wrestled out of bounds. And a flag flies in late. It could be against the 49ers again, against Colson. I think it's going to be defensive holding. They were wrestling, and that face mask yank just gave the Bears 1st and goal. Well, the Niners been doing it all year. They shoot themselves in the foot when other teams get close. Tatum Bethune, the guilty party. Last time I had a game like this, it was 2002, and it was a high school game. Goal to goal for the Bears from the 10. They fake it. Williams throws. It's caught and dropped immediately was Colston Loveland. That is his 9th catch of the night. 6:40 remaining in the ball game. 9th play of the drive coming up. They've used 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Bears have held the ball for 23 minutes plus. 2nd and goal from the 9 or inside the 9. Loveland in motion again. Williams will throw. Shovel pass underneath to Monangai, and he's dropped. Williams tried to shovel pass, but the 49ers were ready. 3rd and goal with 5:55 left in the ball game. And a good job by San Francisco reading the play. Now, can they get off the field after the penalty got them in goal to goal? 3rd and goal, 5:40 left. Williams out of the gun. Snap to Caleb. Back to throw. Looking. Throwing. Ew! Oh, that was nearly picked. It's 4th and goal. He catches that cleanly. It's a pick 6. So for the first time in a while, the Niners get a stop on defense. And Monangai did good to get a hand on it. So on 4th and goal, Cairo Santos will try a 29-yard field goal attempt to give the Bears their first lead since 7-0. He does. And the Bears have come back again and again and again, and they're in front for the first time since the first quarter, 38-35. Now let's see if the Niners can come back and force them to blink again. What a shootout in Santa Clara. Back after this.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color the crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I doubted Ben Johnson all year as the coach of the Bears. I doubt him no more after the game that he has put together tonight. But there's still time. 5:22 left in the ball game, and the Bears are up 38-35. The Bears are approaching 400 yards of offense in this ball game. Ben Johnson, let me throw some flowers at Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is the perfect coach for this team. You got a young quarterback in Caleb Williams. You got DJ Moore, who I still think is not a number one receiver. The number one receiver should be Rome Odunze. But you know something? You got DJ, you got Rome Odunze, you got a fabulous talent in Colston Loveland. All right. You got the two-headed monster running wise in DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai. So they're building something in Chicago. I give them a ton of credit to come out to Santa Clara against a beat-up team who has the number one seed still in their sights, win or lose tonight. Some things will have to happen in Week 18, sure. But Arku, absolutely give Ben Johnson credit. Both coaches. Here we go. Back to business. Sky Moore fumbled it, gets it back, takes it at the 10, ahead to the 20, and is dropped at the 25-yard line. So Purdy and the Niners made the Bears blink and settle for a field goal. Now let's see if this offense can get going again. And the way you do it is you run the football. They've been able to run all night. From the 25, 1st and 10 for the 49ers, and they give it to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey is only going to get a few. He gets to the 29, gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 with 5:05 left in the ball game. And McCaffrey may have suffered a hip pointer. They're trying to get that. They're trying to get that worked out, especially with Seattle coming into town next weekend. I got to try some of those stretches that he was doing on the sideline. 2nd down and 6 as McCaffrey lines up to the right. Juszczyk in the backfield. McCaffrey in motion. Snap to Purdy. Back to throw. Stepping up into the pocket and fires incomplete. Looking for McCaffrey out of the backfield, who's looking for a flag. Not going to get it. And now this is 3rd and ball game for the 49ers with 4:32 left. Shanahan's looking for a flag also. That's close. That is close. All right, Niners, got to have this one. 3rd and 6. Snap to Purdy. Back to throw. Stepping up into the pocket and fires. It is caught. Jake the Snake Tonjes. 1st down, San Francisco. Out to the 36-yard line. Had to have it, and they got it. The Niners can easily wear this clock down and then either tie the game with no time left or walk off. The Bears have been bringing a lot of pressure on every drive in the second half. From the 36, Purdy back to throw again. He fires up the middle, and it is caught. That is McCaffrey. He'll get 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Big injury tonight for the 49ers. Trent Williams went out with a hamstring injury. And with a team that's being beaten up all over, that has been beaten up all over the place, apropos. Yes, I know I'm using big words. 2nd down and 7, 3:27 left in the ball game. Bears 38, Niners 35. Purdy out of the gun, 2 backs with him. Juszczyk goes in motion. Snap to Purdy. He throws, dropped. Jake Tonjes, the intended receiver, and a penalty coming up against against the 49ers. No, I'm wrong. Illegal hands to the face against the Bears. So that gives the Niners a new set of downs. With 3:14 left. Now, can the Niners come back? Can the Niners come back? I beg your pardon. Right there on Purdy's right side. From the 44, 1st and 10. And Purdy rolls out looking to throw, drops it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's got a 1st down to the 40, down to the 38-yard line. 1st down, 49ers. 3:04 left in this ball. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. 38-35 Bears. Niners have it on the move. They're in Bears territory. And Purdy got a little sidearm with that pass to McCaffrey. From the 38, 1st and 10. They give it to Robinson, this time running left, and Robinson nowhere to go. 2nd and 10. McCaffrey is getting a breather. 2:50 left. These next 2 plays, or this next play could definitely take us down to 2 minutes. Beg your pardon. Each team has all 3 timeouts. This is going to be decided at the wire. 8 plays, 9th play coming up for the 49ers on 2nd and 10. Juszczyk jettisons the backfield. Snap to Purdy. Pressure coming that way. Over the middle, and it's caught! Jauan Jennings did it. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! San Francisco! And the Niners have the lead back. Wow! This game is nuts. Purdy just crossed 300 for the night as he throws a 38-yard touchdown pass to Jauan Jennings. Mr. Jennings. Yes, Victor. Mr. Jennings back again. This game is banana nuts. 2:15 for the ball game. Plenty of time for the Bears to respond. Extra point good, and the 49ers are back in front. This is the craziest game I have called in years. 2:15 for the regulation. Niners 42, Bears 38. Back after this, man. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. the Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. This game is bleeping nuts. Brock Purdy has thrown for 303 yards. He has 5 total touchdowns, 3 in the air, and 2 on the ground. And to think this game started with a pick 6 by the Bears. So now the Iceman himself, Caleb Williams, with a chance to respond, but the Bears are going to need 7. There are 80 points in this game between these two offenses, and if they meet again, be it Soldier Field or Levi Stadium, they could repeat the feat. Taken in the end zone, it'll come out to the 35-yard line. And now the Bears have it back. 42-38 San Francisco. And each team has all 3 of its timeouts. Now I am glad I did this one after all, because my original thought was to let my body rest and, just do a post-game report. This is the craziest game I've called since Super Bowl 58, featuring my Niners. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bears. They'll start at their own 35. They'll operate out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left and a lone slot to the right. DJ Moore in motion, and they hand it off up the middle to DeAndre Swift, and Swift will get out to the 40-yard line, and that will take us down to the 2-minute warning. Bears need a touchdown. And the way this game has gone, they just might get one. 2 minutes left. Niners 42, Bears 38. Can the Niners hold them, or will Caleb Williams do it again? You'll find out after this.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I have no words for this game. 80 points. Give me this thing. 80 points total. And I'm talking about total points. 80 points total in this ball game. $873 total yards. You heard me right. 873 total yards in this ball game. The Bears this year have 6 wins when trailing in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. The most recent one came last week against the Packers. As I said, if you're a Niners fan, it's nervous time because Williams has done the doggone thing. 2nd down and 5 from the 40-yard line of the Bears. Williams in shotgun, 3 receivers out to the left, lone slot to the right. Snap to Williams, back to throw. Looking, sidearm pass. Dropped by DeAndre Swift, or it's incomplete. He threw it short of him, but a flag is down. Defensive holding. And a first down for Chicago. It's on Luke. The penalty is on Lucas. He did hold him. Now is not the time, Frisco, to shoot yourselves in the foot. You just gave the Bears a new set of downs with 1:55 left. From the 44, 1st and 10 for the Bears. Williams out of the shotgun. There should be a flag for. There isn't. Williams to throw. Batted up in the air and incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Alfred Collins, the big man from Texas, got his hand on the pass that time. 2nd down and 10. And Collins got held on that play. Nothing called there. Well, they're not going to call every hold. I know that. 2nd down and 10. Can the Niners come up with a stop from the 44-yard line in Bear territory? 5 on the play clock. 1:51 for the game. Williams out of the gun. Takes the belt high shotgun snap. Looks to throw and drops it off to DeAndre Swift. And Swift is tackled short of the first down. He gains 7. It'll be 3rd down and 3. This is 2-down territory for the Bears. They have to have a touchdown to at least have a chance to win this to win this game. Each team all 3 timeouts. 3rd down and 4. And timeout called. Who spent the timeout? I think was it the Niners who spent the timeout? Yep, they did. 1:24 left in this ball game. The Niners have spent their first timeout. So both teams, even if the Bears win, I applaud both teams in this game for having this kind of output. 870 some odd yards, 80 points. And who would have thunk it for it to come from this game? Second team of the day to score 42 points. The first was the Patriots. 3rd and 4. As long as you keep the receivers in bounds and to minimal gains, you're fine. Don't let Williams and company beat you over the top, which has been one of the biggest problems for the 49ers this year. They've been beaten over the top a few times tonight. 3rd and 4. Williams alone in shotgun. 2 receivers out to the right. Snap to Williams. Back to throw. Escapes to his right. Got a wide open lane. He'll get the first down before he's touched out of bounds by D. Winters. And he's out with 1:17 remaining in the ball game. The lane opened up, and Caleb Williams smartly took it, headed for the sideline, picked up the first down. As I said, it's going to take a defensive stop to win this game. The Niners made one to hold the Bears to a field goal. Can they make another? Or will Caleb Williams do it again in crunch time? He has been Mr. Clutch. One of the quarterbacks in the league that has been Mr. Clutch this year. From the Niner 45, 1st and 10, Williams drops it. Oh, my goodness. Colston Loveland had a first down and more in his hands, and he dropped it. Oh, man. Bless his heart. He had at least 15 on the right side. Let's see if they come back to him. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 1:13 left in the ball game. Niners 42, Bears 38. Williams 21 of 32 for 287 yards. Williams out of the gun from the Niner 45. Back to throw. Over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Cole Kmet, and it's 3rd and 10. Malik Mustafa provided coverage for San Francisco. 1:09 left in the ball game. 42-38 San Francisco. Bears trying to come back again. They led earlier in this quarter, 38-35. That was only their 2nd lead of the night. We've had 6 lead changes. Snap to Williams. Throws. It's caught. Luther Burden inside the 30. They get him down. They get a first down with a minute left. 55, 54, 53. Clock is running. They got plenty of time. 50 seconds. 49, 48. Williams in shotgun formation. Burden stayed in bounds. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Williams to throw, drops it off. It's caught. Luther Burden again, and he gets down to the Niner 26. Timeout Chicago. That's their first. They'll have 2 remaining with 39 seconds remaining. And a good job by Burden with the fake. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds. He was able to pick up the first down. He put the brakes on right there to get away from the Niner defender. And the Niner defender was Chase Lucas out of Arizona State. 8 for 138 for Luther Burden. 40 seconds remaining in this ball game. Moore and Loveland will come out to the left. I beg your pardon. Moore and Burden out to the left. Snap to Williams. They bring pressure this time. Williams escapes and throws, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 5. They may need to do it 2 more times. Third and 5. 36 seconds remaining. 5 on the play clock. Now 4, 3, 2, 1. They got the snap in time. Williams to throw. It is dropped. Holy cow, Luther Burden dropped one. That's insane. And now it is 4th and 5 with the game on the line and 33 seconds remaining. Oh, man. Chase Lucas was right there with him, too. Burden had it in his hand and dropped it. So now it comes down to this. 4th down and 5 for the Bears, and a timeout has been called. Second timeout called by the Bears. 33 seconds remaining. It is 4th and 5. Bears might be out of gas. You know what? I hope they're not. I hope they're not. I hope they got something left, because I want to see if the Bears can do it again. I saw them do it last week against the Packers. They have 1 timeout left. The Niners have 2 with 33 seconds left. So this is it. Both these teams are in the playoffs. They may see each other again. Just depends on where. But this has been a terrific ball game. 4th down and 5. Loveland and Kmet come out to the right. DJ Moore and company to the left. This is it. The Niners look like they're going to bring pressure. That's Moore in motion. And here they come. Williams throws, caught, first down to the 14. Doggone it. Jair Brown with the stop with 25 seconds left. Second 4th down conversion of the night, and the Bears spend their final timeout. Great job by the Bears offensive line, giving Williams protection and time. .26 seconds left, 42-38 Niners. Let's see what the Wizard, Ben Johnson, has up his sleeve. Ball at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bears. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Back to throw is Williams. Against pressure, he throws. It's incomplete. 21 seconds remaining. And the Bears are out of timeouts. Niners have 2 remaining. There's a sign in the back of the stadium that says, "Believe in monsters." Well, you know what? I do. 2 left, 2 right. Williams in shotgun with Swift standing next to him. Back to throw is Williams. Over the middle, they flip it. They do a what? Down to 11, now 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, now 5. Williams under center, spikes it with 4 seconds left, and this is it. A literal walk-off hangs in the balance. What a play. What a call. They did the, I can't think of the name of the play. Hook and ladder. They did a hook and ladder to get close to the goal line. It was complete to Loveland, who flipped it to DeAndre Swift. Second down and goal. This is it. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, Williams to throw. Spins out of a tackle. Williams looking. Pressure coming. He throws. Incomplete. And the Niners hold on for dear life. My wife and my daughter are making fun of me, but that's okay. Sorry. But what a game. Who is this? It's Luther Burden that's down. What a game by both of these teams. Everybody should be shaking hands. I hope Luther Burden is okay. Shoo! A sigh of relief in Santa Clara. (42-38) 49ers win in a classic, an instant classic. Let's pause for this timeout.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Instant classic in San Francisco, in Santa Clara, as the the Niners outlast the Bears 42-38. Who would have thunk it, as Victor just said in the chat a moment ago, that the toughest game this year, besides the two against the Rams, for the Niners would be against the Chicago Bears. But you know what? I applaud both teams for having this classic. This was a classic. This was an instant classic, and I wouldn't be surprised if these two go at each other again. Respect for the Bears indeed. Caleb Williams, 25 of 42, 330 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift was the leading rusher for the Bears. He carried 9 times for 54 yards. Luther Burden, who was hurt on the final play of the game, finished with 8 receptions for 138 yards. Only 1 sack in the game. 1 sack in the game between these two teams, and it came from Austin Booker, and that came early in the ball game. Booker's 6'6", 245 out of Kansas in his second year out of Kansas. TJ Edwards led the Bears defensively with 9 tackles. Mr. Purdy did it again. 24 of 33, 303 yards. He threw 3 touchdowns, ran for 2, threw an interception that came on the first play of the game. Mr. McCaffrey carried 23 times, 140 yards. He also had a rushing touchdown, and Ricky Pearsall stepping in for the injured George Kittle. And this is the game we were waiting to see from the Bears. They hang with a tough team, and the answer was yes. The answer was hell yes, they hang with a tough team. We were waiting for this kind of game from the Bears. We all talked about it on Snowman in the Morning. We talked about it in different circles. This was the measuring stick. And I am one to say that the Bears have absolutely arrived. Now, you take a game like this, even though it was a tough. Listen to these numbers. The Bears had 440 yards of offense. The Niners were 4 yards away. You ready for this? From 500. there were 936 yards of offense, 32 first downs for Frisco, 26 for the Bears, 17 passing for Frisco, 16 for the Bears. The Bears were 2 for 2 on fourth down. Niners were 1 for 1. Niners were 7 of 10 on third downs. Bears were 6 for 12 on third downs. You can't get any more even from this. Niners held the ball for 33 minutes and 30 seconds. Bears 26 minutes 27 seconds. Only one turnover in the game. That came on the first play of the game, where Purdy was picked off, and it was taken back for a pick six. But you know what? The late great Jack Buck said it best. And I won't do it here because I'll be out of the camera shot, but pardon me while I stand up and applaud, Chicago Bears. My hometown team against my favorite team, and this is the classic we got. Final score, San Francisco 42, Chicago 38. Niners moved to 12-4 on the season. The Bears unfortunately dropped to 11-5, but they're still the NFC North champs. There is a very high ceiling for the Chicago Bears. Very, very high ceiling. I gotta give them credit. I'm looking in this camera right here. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me do this. I didn't get the board built for the post-game show, so you'll see the pre-game show screen right here. Let me look in this camera. You know what? I better not. Let me just move this out. Let me move this out the way. Let me just say this. You know what? This is more than kudos to the Bears. This is a sign to me that they have indeed arrived, win or lose. This is one of those games. The Bears were right there all night long, trading punches with one of the best in the NFC. The Bears are one of the best in the NFC. And, you know, they punched first. The Niners kept punching back. Then the Bears punched back. Then the Niners punched back. And the one time the Bears blinked, they settled for a field goal. The Niners took it down, stuck it in the end zone. 36-yard touchdown pass from Brock Purdy to Jawan Jennings for the go-ahead score, and the defense wins it in the final 5 seconds with a defensive stop, forcing an incompletion on Caleb Williams. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I loved doing this game after all. And I think I wasn't even, that's the second time this year that I didn't plan to do a 49er game. I was going to let myself rest, but I can get a lot of rest now knowing we are one win away from the NFC West title and the top seed in the NFC. But to the Chicago Bears, I hope this rekindles a rivalry between the Bears and the 49ers, and we see Caleb Williams and Brock Purdy do this for many, 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 many years to come. I mean that from the heart. I razz on Caleb Williams a lot, but I also know the talent that he brings. And with the head coach that he has in Ben Johnson and the culture that they're building in Chicago, I love it. I love it. Now keep this going, Bears. Will you please don't mess it up by trading everybody, which is what I saw done with the Super Bowl team in 1986. And then you miss a lot of pieces, and it takes you a long time to get back to the Super Bowl. Hey, these two teams may play in a month's time. You never know. And if all breaks right, it'll be back in Santa Clara. So we'll see what happens. But an absolutely fabulous ball game. I hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We're going to do this. We're going to do this again so many times over. Your final score tonight in an absolute shootout at the OK Corral, something I correctly predicted. It's the Niners 42 and the Bears 38. Can you believe this? 880 points, 900 plus yards of offense in this ball game. And it took, and I said it at the top of the broadcast, and this was an impromptu broadcast. I said it at the top of the broadcast. It would take a defensive stop to win this game, and the Niners delivered 2 defensive stops, one forcing a field goal and an incompletion to end the ball game. But to the Chicago Bears, you got a very bright future. Keep the people in place that you need to keep in place and keep building from there. That's what the 49ers had to do. All right? I love it. I love games like this. 42-38 is your final. Next time we'll be with you will be Wednesday for the Cotton Bowl between the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. In Miami, you know the rule. To be the champs, you got to beat the champs. You have your opportunity. My name is Brian Snow. Hope you enjoyed it as we enjoyed bringing it to you. So long, everybody, and God bless you. And to Chris Hilliard, Michelle Hilliard, and family, this one's for y'all. So long, everybody. The preceding has been a presentation of Snowman Multimedia celebrating 30 years of play-by-play excellence. I'm glad I did this one, and now I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody.